Hello, welcome to all. Today we are going to learn about advanced features of OpenOffice Writer. Correct? Chapter number 2. So what we will learn in this chapter? We will learn to how we can create a table. Then enter data in that table. Afterwards, how we can add a row and column to a table. Divide a cell into two or more parts means dividing a cell. Afterwards, to combine adjacent cell into a single cell means merging. After we will learn how we can delete row, columns from a table and how we can delete an entire table also. Then to apply borders and shading to a table using table format window. Then change of height of rows and width of columns. Afterwards, how we can add header and footer. Then change the page orientation. How we can change the orientation of a page. Afterwards, we run format text in column using page style window. And in last, we will learn how we can preview a document and print a document. These are topics we are going to cover in this chapter. So let's begin our chapter. First, we will see our connect. Observe the following data sample. Which sample do you find more organized? Give reason. Here are two sample class. Sample 1 and sample 2. Which one is more organized? Simple answer, sample 2. Because here we will not get, first we need to read each and every line one by one. Correct? For this line, then this. After reading also we are not getting what is this. But when we see this diagram, we directly understand this is a timetable. Correct? These are days, this is time, and these are subjects. This is the basic use of using a tabular way. That's why we are learning advanced feature of OpenOffice Writer. Correct? See, OpenOffice Writer allows you to organize your data in a tabular form to make it look more organized. See, here are two keywords. First one is organize. What do you mean by organize? To arrange things in a particular order. Correct? To arrange things in a particular order. And then again, tabular. What do you mean by tabular? In the form of table. It is in form of table, correct? So it is called as tabular. Means to organize things in a table format. It's called as tabular. Now let's see tables. What is table? See here. Here is an image where we are seeing tables and here are different components. First we will see what are these components. You see this? This is called as column. Best way to remember column is, for example, any building. You see there are columns, correct? Columns are in which way? Vertical way, correct? Which way? Vertical, right? Vertical way. These are columns and remaining one is a row, right? Rows are in horizontal way. Which way? Horizontal. Horizontal row. And this is a cell. The single cell, it is called as a cell. A single box is called as a cell. Understood? See, I will give you a trick to remember. See, columns are in like this, vertical. Here you see V. Here you see both the ends of the V are in this direction, correct? So always remember, column is always like this, right? And second one is row. Rows are how? Horizontal. Correct? You see here horizontal, this H line, in which direction it is? Like this, correct? So always remember, best way to remember, columns are like this and rows are horizontal, like this. In future if you got any question, where is the direction, horizontal or vertical, you can answer it simply. Vertical are like this and horizontals are like this. Understood, class? Now let's move forward. See, these are called columns, these are rows, and a single box in a table is called as what? Cell. A single box is called as cell. The horizontal boxes are called as rows and the vertical boxes are called as column. Understood? Now we will see how different ways are there to create a table. Now let's open our OpenOffice. Everyone knows how to open the OpenOffice. See, first click on OpenOffice, then you will see here many different applications, but today we are going to see about only Writer. Writer has second name, text document. Just double click on it, text document, our application will open. Understood? See, this is the interface of our OpenOffice Writer. See, what was the name there? Text document, but here you can see what is the name? OpenOffice Writer. Correct? See here, OpenOffice Writer. This is the name of our application. So there are many different ways to create a table. I will show you one by one. First one is insert. Here you see table, insert option is there. Correct? This is called as menu bar. What? Menu bar. You see this, all this line: file, edit, view, insert, format, table, tools, windows and help. This is called as menu bar. What it is called as? Menu bar. Now see, first click on insert. Correct? First click on table. After table you will see first option. What is it option? Insert. Correct? Then again on table. So this is the first way. Which way is first? Table, insert and again table. Correct? Now there will be a box above. Do you know what is the name of this box? This box is called as dialog box. What? Dialog box. Each and every box, whenever you will see like this a floating window, it is called as dialog box. And now if anyone asks you what is the name of this box, how will you tell? Same as where is our application name, like that, same here. Here you see this insert table. This is the name of this dialog box. So what will be the name of this dialog box? Insert table dialog box. Correct. Now see, first we can give the name for our table. For example, I am giving name my table. Correct. Now see, here are now option of a size. First option is column, means how many columns I want in my table. So I can, with the help of this upward arrow, I can plus 1. How much? Just plus 1, not plus 2 or plus 3. I can just plus 1 only one time. See, 5, 6, 7. It is getting increased, and with the downside arrow we can decrease the rows. Understood? See here, 5. And here is the second option, rows, means how many rows I want. With plus sign I can increase and decrease also. There is a second thing. For example, if I want 50 or 100 rows, then shall I press that key 100 times or 50 times? No, it is a hectic one. So what we will do, we will simply click on it. Here is our cursor is being incorrect, then delete and hard code the value, means put by your hand whatever value you want. For example, 5. I want what? 4 columns and 5 rows. So I clicked on 5. Understood? Now next, see option. Do you want a heading? See, if there is heading we can repeat. We will not see now. We will see a further option. What is heading and that. Still now understood? This is called a dialog box. Name of this box is insert table dialog box. From here we are giving name to our table. Here is the option from which we can select the size. There are two sizes. First one is column and row. We can hard code the value by direct entering the value with the help of keyboard. Otherwise we can use the arrow buttons. Right? Up one arrow for plus and downward is for minus. Understood? And afterwards we will click on OK to create our table. Then our table will be generated. Let's see here. My table got generated. Correct? Can anyone tell me what is this? What we will call column or row? Correct. It is called as column. Right? These are columns. Columns are in vertical. And what are these? These are rows. right? This is a row which is in horizontal, and these are columns. Understood? Now this was the first way. Now I will show you the second way how to create a table. See what I did, just I simply press Ctrl plus Z. Do you know what is the use of Ctrl plus Z? Ctrl plus Z is used to undo anything. Undo means to delete anything, otherwise come one step behind. If I press anything, for example, I am pressing here N. If I want to cut, I can cut with the help of backspace or delete key, correct? And second one is Ctrl Z, means Ctrl Z means it will undo the, and here you see redo, type here, means it is redoing whatever I had done, it will come one step forward, and here you can see it will come one step backward, undo. And shortcut for undo is Ctrl Z, and shortcut for redo is Ctrl plus Y. Understood? So first way to create a table is table, insert, and again table, correct? Now I will show you the second way. Second way to create a table, everyone see this shortcut key, correct? Table, direct click on this table. Same, table dialog box will be appear. Insert table dialog box will appear. Understood? This is the second way. Now I will show you the third way to create a table. Everyone see this small arrow, correct? Click on that. Here you will see a column like structure. What is it? When you hold your mouse, here you can see it is converting into blue. White columns are converting into blue, means that much table they will create. And here you see 4 by 4, correct? Here 3 by 7, now 3 by 6, 4 by 5. What is this? First 4 means it is called as column. What? First 4 is called as column. Then X, and then again is 5. What is 5? 5 are the rows. Here you can count 1 row, 2 row, 3, 4 and 5, correct? See, 4 row, 3 row, 2 row, 1 row, correct? And these are columns. See, 2 column, 1 column, 2 column, 3 columns, 4 columns, and now 4 column, 2 row, 4 column, 3 row, like this. And if you want, for example, this much, directly press on that whatever table size you want. After clicking, it will generate the table. See, table got generated, correct? So this is the third way. First way, table, insert, and table. Second way, from this means clicking on it, and third one is from this one. And I will show you the now last way. There are 4 ways. Last one is, here you see insert, correct? Then clicking on insert, here you see table, correct? Insert and table. Table dialog box will appear. Understood? These are the different ways. Now I think I will show fifth also. This is first, table, insert, table. Second, this one is third. Now I have shown you the fourth, from insert, table. Now fifth. Here you see view, correct? Then toolbar, correct? View, toolbar, and here you see the option table. See, table, this is called as shortcut of table. How? I will just repeat. View, toolbar, and again table. You see the shortcut, and here you see the table option. From here also you can select table, or second option from here. Understood? How many different ways are there? 5. And one more I will show you the 6th way. How? With the help of shortcut key. Do you know what is the shortcut key of table? Ctrl plus F12. See, Ctrl plus F12. If you press Ctrl and F12 at a simultaneous, means you need to first press the Ctrl. Press it. Hold that Ctrl key. Don't just single time press it. Hold that key, and after that press F12. Then this box will appear. See, here is written shortcut also. When you hover on it, this, see, table in bracket Ctrl plus F12. This is the shortcut key to create a table. Now students, tell me how many different ways we had learned today to create a table. First one is table, insert, and table. table. Correct? First way. Second way, directly from the shortcut, click on it. Second way. Third way is from the drop down from menu bar, like this. This is the third way. First, second, third, then fourth way, insert table. Correct? Fourth way. Then fifth way is view, toolbar and table. Correct? This is the way, and last one is our best way, shortcut. What is the shortcut? Control plus F12. Right? These are the different ways to create a table. That's all for today. We will see further on in next video. If anyone have any query or doubt regarding any point, you can pin down in comment. I will solve your query. Thank you class. Have a wonderful day ahead. Welcome back class. Today we are going to see how we can edit a text in a table. Then afterwards we will see how we can insert a row, insert a column, delete a row, delete a column and delete a entire table. And also we are going to learn about how we can split and merge cell in this video. So let's begin the video. First I will create a table. Correct? For example, this much. 4 column and 3 rows. For example, I type here A, B, C. Correct? Here E, F, G. For example, if I want to edit the text in the table, how I can? I will directly click on the cell where I want to edit anything. Directly go and click here. Correct? Afterwards, I will do 1 second guys. Charging. See, on which cell I want to edit, I will just simply click on that cell. See here. Click. After clicking, there will be a blink. Correct? After see, you can see that my cursor is blinking. So I can directly edit that. If I want to add anything, for example A, B, C, D, I can write that. If I want to delete, I can delete that. Means in this way we can edit, insert or delete any text, or in simple language we can say we can edit the content inside a table. Understood? Now second one, edition complete. Now we will see how we can insert a row first. Correct? If I want to insert row, first I need to select inside a table, not outside the table. See, if I am outside the table, here you can see what is it is written default. Correct? But if I am inside a table, see here, it is showing me table contents. Right? Means I am inside a table. So I will click here and afterwards I will select on table. Correct? Here on insert you can see. Now it is visible. Correct? Row and table. But if I am clicking outside the table and going on table and insert, here you can see it is not showing me rows and column option. Why? Because there is no table. Correct? Now where my cursor is, there is no table, so it is showing how you can add row or columns. First you need to create a table, then only you can add row or column. See, now I am in a table, say correct table. Now table, insert. Now it is showing me options to add a row and columns. So now I will click on row to add rows. See here, same. What is it called? Dialog box. Which dialog box is this? Insert rows dialog box. See here, you will see insert option and numbers, means how many numbers of row you want to insert. As I told you, there are two ways, insert or with the hand. We will go with the button only if I want to add 3 rows. Correct? Now here is another one option, position, where you want to upload, before and after. After means downside. Correct? After means downside and before means upside of that row. On which row I had selected? On which row I had selected? I had selected on this row. Correct? So now 3 rows will be added, 1, 2 and 3 rows. Right? Let's see. Done. and now I will press OK. As you see, 3 rows have been added, correct? Now one more thing, now we will add, for example, ABC, and we will write above here. Before, I will type before, correct? Means before this, now there is only one single cell, we will add now one more cell in that. How we can add? Table, insert and rows, correct? I only want one row, but when? Not after, I want before. Now where will be the row added? This is the first, second, and this one is our third. Here will be another one row, 2 blank row. This one is first and one more will be here, and this before will go on this row, correct? First I will show you, then I will erase. See, okay, everyone can see the before came down, and here are now 2 rows. Like this we can add row, but remember, rows are, while we are adding rows, it will give which position? Before and after. After means downside, before means upside. Understood? Now second thing, how we can add a column. Same, for example, I am selecting this second one column, correct? Then now I will go in table, insert and column. See here, here is also same, just names are changed. Insert column is there, correct? How many column I want? For example, 1. Here are positions before and after. For columns, before and after means in rows, as we see. Before means upside and after means downside, and in columns, before means this side and after means after that side. Understood? It go in vertical way and this go in horizontal way. Understood? Now let's see, if I am selecting after means this is my cell, it will be between this EFG and XYZ, correct? Between these 2 columns my new column will be added. Now press OK. See, as you see, between these 2 my new column got added. Now same, for example, here we will see before, I am in which? Last one column, correct? Now I will select table, insert and column. But now where? Before means before this column also and after this XYZ column. Now press OK. See, as you can see, we had inserted this column. In this way we can select, we can add columns and row, but there are 2 positions. Columns have option before and after. After means right side, before means left side. Rows have option before and after. Before means upside and after means downside of a column. Understood? Now let's see this one, that what we see in this video, editing, then afterwards inserting a column, inserting a row. Now we will see the second way to doing the same, inserting but with the second way. How we can do? We will go in insert and we can see table, but this is a long way. I will show you a short way. See, view, toolbar and table. This is called as table toolbar. What it is called as? Table toolbar. When I will select on this table, see, you can see all the options. These are different types of options. As we see option, I will show you the use of that option. I will not directly show you all the options what it do. First we will see how we can insert. Here you see these 2 options. This one is, first one is insert row and second one is insert column. You can see these 2 options are in green color. Which color? Green color. Green color means insert. First option is row. When you will do practical on your own PC, there you will see a plus sign and there is a green row going from it, and in column there is like this row in vertical way. Mean this one is insert row and this is insert column. No need to worry about what the symbol is called as. If you don't know any symbol, just hover your mouse on that. Here you can see when I am hovering that mouse, the name of that particular option or function is displaying for a particular time only. After it will be disappear. Now see, insert column, but after 2 or 3 seconds it will get disappear. See, it got disappear. So don't try to remember basically which are the main fundamental or useful shortcut. You need to learn that. For example, now I select insert row. Then here, this is my mouse cursor, it will insert row, correct? But here is a drawback. Can anyone tell me what is a drawback? We don't have power to select after or before. It will always select after only. See, it is selecting downside only, correct? Is it selecting upside? No, it is selecting downside. Here you can see I selected this. Now see, it is adding downside only. It will add only after, not before. And now here you will see column. It will also add where? See, after, not before. These will always add after, not before. So if you want to add any row only after, then you can see. But if you want to add before, then you have table from here, and if you have for example row, and then from here you can choose. Understood? All clear? So, and now the last one we are going to see about how we can delete a row or a column. See, to delete a row, simply click on that, for example column. First we will see how we can delete a column. I selecting on this means selecting on this all entire column and all entire row. I can from here delete all entire row also, or all this entire column also. We have that power. So I will now delete a column. See, table, correct? Delete option. Here you will see option. There are 3 options. First one is all entire table, second one is rows, and third one is column. So I will select which option? Columns. Done. That column got deleted. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. These are 9 columns. Now I will try to delete this third column. How? Table, delete column. See, that third column got deleted. Second way is to delete from here, correct? Delete column. Column got deleted. Once again we will try this fifth one, delete. But here you will see, when I am deleting that column, this second column is taking that space. It is occupying that space. It is not lefting that space empty. It is occupying that space. And now with the same we will go for rows. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Correct? Now if I want to delete a row, then select on row, and from here I can delete a row. Then 5, now this 6, now this 7, like this. And second one is table, delete and rows. Correct? Now we will delete this second, table, delete and rows. Understood how we can delete a row? Delete. Now we will see last one, how we can delete an entire table. Table, delete, and now I will click on table. Done. In this way, what we learn in this video, we learn how we can create a row, create a column, then how we can delete a row, delete a column, and delete an entire table. Thank you very much, students. If you have any query, you can pin down in comments. I will resolve your query. Thank you, students. Have a wonderful day ahead. Welcome back, students. Today we are going to see how we can merge a cell, split a cell, and how we can insert new row in a table also. First I will create a table. Done. Now see, if I want to navigate from one cell to another cell, what I can use? I can use directly my mouse cursor, correct? Like this, to navigate from one cell to another, but there is second also thing. I can use arrow keys, correct? There are 4 types of arrow keys, right? Upside, downside, right, left. Now see, I am pressing a right arrow key. Then it is getting navigated. If I press one more time arrow key, right, where it will navigate? It will navigate downside, correct? On the first column, second row, correct? In this way I can navigate. But also I can navigate backside also. See, front side, back side, right side, left side, right side, left side. If I want to navigate upside, downside, with the help of arrow keys, I can navigate anywhere in the table, correct? Now there is one more thing, one more key to navigate. Which key? Tab key. Do you know tab key? TAB key. Tab key, where it is located? The third key. First key is escape, then second key is called as tilde, and third key is tab key, which is upon caps lock key, correct? With the help of tab key also we can navigate. Now see, I am in fourth column and third row. If I press tab key, it will navigate downside, correct? Tabbing the tab key, it will navigate. Now I am in the end of the table, correct? How we can say it is the end of the table? See, is there any further column? No. Are there any further rows? No. This is the last cell of the table. What? This is the last cell of the table. Now if I press tab key, can you tell what will happen? Now if I press the tab key, it will create a new row. See, I am pressing the tab key 1, 2 and 3. See, it created new row, correct? But now if I press tab key, it will just navigate. When it will create a new row, when it is at the end of the, when it is in the last cell of the table, correct? It is in last cell. Now if I press tab key, what will it will do? It will generate another row, correct? Now see, tab key, done. But if I am now here, if I press tab key, what it will do? It will just teleport me from the fourth column to the first column, correct? See, tab key. But when I am in the last cell, then and then only it will create a new row. Understood? And now we will say how we can merge and split cell. First we will see how we can merge a cell. What do you know what is meant by merging? Merging means mixing or adding two or more cells, correct? See, first I will tell you. I created a cell, I click on a cell, correct? Now see where we need to go, but here is a twist. Pay attention class. See, I created on table. All the options are visible except merge a cell. Why? Because what is merging cell? Merging means adding two or more cells. Did I selected two cells? No. I had selected only one cell. So how can I merge one cell into one cell? No, I cannot. For merging I require more than one cell, correct? Means two or more cells. How we can select cells? First way is click the right click on the mouse, press it, just not single click, hold the button and move your cursor. See, moving, two cells got selected. Now again see, the button I had pressed, I had not just single press, I had hold that button. Now see, I am moving here, selected, done, like this. Now see, I will go in table. Now merge option is visible, correct? Because I had selected two or more than two cells, correct? Now see, merge. What happened? This line got deleted, means now here you can see this all is a single cell. See, only two cells, correct? This is the first one and this one is second one. Merging means adding, mixing or combining two or more cells is called as merging. Here I will show you once again. See, click here, correct? Now see, I will hold the which button? Right click on the mouse. I will press it, right? I will hold that, not release. Press it and move my cursor, correct? Done. Selected two cells. Now see, table merge. We can do with n numbers of cells, but there is only one twist. It should be more than one cell. It could be any cells. For example, see, selected this whole two columns, and now table and merge. See, got merged into. Now I will show the second way. This is the first way, and now second way. These three cells going selected. Now in this, what is this? Table toolbar. Here you see this option. First option is merge cell. From here also you can merge a cell. Understood? See. Click on it. Cells got merged. See. Done. See. Done. Like this we can merge. We can merge like this also. See. Got selected into a single cell. All the whole table got selected into a single cell. Understood? Now we will learn about how we can split. For splitting, there we not need to select multiple cell. One cell is also, from this cell we will create our entire table. Now see, there are two ways. Same. This here is shortcut, and from here also. First we will see shortcut. When I am splitting on cell, see. What is this called? This is called a dialog box. What is the name of the dialog box? Split cells dialog box. See, here is first option, split. Split cell into means it is giving us the option in how many cells you want to split this cell. For example, I will say first let it be 4, correct? Because we had 4 column table, correct? So I will say 4. Done? No, we are C. Right. We will see. This one is a column and we will split into 4, correct? And here is a direction, means above and below, that type. But here is a twist. Here is horizontal and vertical. First we will create vertical, then we will create horizontal, correct? Now it will convert this cell into which way? Like this. First, second, third, and this one the fourth column. Like this it will convert into 4 columns. Understood? Now let's see. Okay, see, done. One column, second column, third column, and fourth column. Right? Now after this I will create on this, and from here now split table and split cell, correct? Now I will create this into how was our size? I think 4 by 3 was, correct? 4 by 3. Now horizontally. Okay. See, table got created. Now again here split horizontally 3. Okay. Now in second last 3. Okay. And now last one. Horizontal split 3 horizontal. Okay. Sorry, my mistake. Split 3. Okay. Correct. Created our table which was in starting like this with the help of split and merge. See, once again I will revise what we learned today. Splitting cell means converting one cell into multiple cells, but there are 2 directions or positions, we can say. Which positions? Horizontal and vertical, in which type you need to split. And for merging, select the cell. How many cells? More than 2, correct? 2 or more than 2 cells. Like this way we can select cell. And now I will give you a tip. There is one more option to create. Directly click on the cell and press left click. Which click? Left click. From here you can see this table option, split table, cells, split, row, insert, select, delete, column, insert, cell. Now I am in this column, correct? So if I want to insert a column, I will select insert box will appear. If I want to delete this column, which column? I will press 1, correct? This column. Insert, column, delete. Column got deleted. See, like this also you can do with the help of left click. Understood? That's all for today. Thank you very much, student. If you have any query, write your query in comments. I will solve your query. Thank you class. Have a wonderful day ahead. Welcome back, students. Today we are going to see how we can change border of a table Then we will see how we can change background of our table. Alright, so let's start our lecture. First I will select a table. Correct, created a table. Now if I want to change the border of a color, I can click anywhere in the table to select the table. Means this table will got selected. After that what I will do, table, and here you see table properties. I will simply click on that table properties. Here you will see different options: table, table flow, columns, border, and background color. If by default you are here, just simply press on the borders, then you will come on this border tab. Correct. Now see, in border tag there are three main components. First one is line arrangement. Correct. Second one is line, and third one is spacing to content. Means what are these meaning? Let's see in deep down into it. First one is line alignment. See, default means it is the default border of our case. I will show you like this. See, it is doing here. See, this is a preview. See, if I selected on set no border, there will be no border to our table. Correct. Second option is set outer border only, means only outer border will be there. See, this is only outer border. Then what is this? Set outer border and horizontal line. Horizontal line means like this. It will add a line here. See, outer border plus horizontal line only. Then set outer border and all inner lines. Horizontal line, then which one is remaining? Vertical line means all lines. Correct. Outer border, horizontal line, and vertical line. And last one is set outer border without changing inner line, means same. Change without changing inner lines. Correct. This is the line alignment, means these types of border we can choose. These types of, first one is no border, second one is what? Outer border, third one is outer border plus horizontal, fourth one is outer border with inner borders, means horizontal and vertical. Last one is without changing the inner lines. Correct. This is called as line arrangement. Now second one, line. Here are different options, means first one is style. What is in this line? Means size of our border. See, 0.05 pt, 0.50 pt means size of a border. What size of border you want? See here. Here in preview it is getting changed. See, 5.1. Then here are double borders with double width border. See, like these different types of borders we can change. We will take this 1.10. Correct. And here is one more option, color. You can give color to your borders also. For example, we will take this purple color. Correct. See here, the color also getting changed, means you are getting a preview of what will be the color of that border. And last one is spacing to content, means space to content. For example, this one is right side. If I increase, see, from left side it will increase the space. See, is it getting changed? Correct. If I cancel this synchronize, means only one will change. Correct. But if I on this synchronize, means all, it will apply to all. For example, you can see instead of synchronizing, apply to all, means how much spacing you want to give to the content. From that it is showing that. In your syllabus only this much is, but for your advanced knowledge I am telling you shadow style. This is shadow style, means shadow, where you want the shadow. First one is no shadows. Here shadow cast to bottom right, means like this. On the right side of that cell the shadow will be upper. This one is top right, this one is bottom left, and this one is shadow to the left. We will select right one. See how much distance you want. You can select how far the distance should be of that shadow, and from here you can select the color of shadow. For example, we will select which color? Any faint color, let's see yellow. I will select yellow color. Understood? Line arrangement, line and line spacing. These are different types of border. No border, outer border with horizontal, outer border with inner border, and inner border line spacing. This is style. Different types of border you can choose from here. Color, this is alignment, means the content will be this much space. It will remain that much space between the content and the border. How much space? 4.10. If I cancel the synchronize, I can edit independently one cell, but if I on the synchronize, all will be same. Correct? This is the positions. Now I will click OK. See here, you can see I selected. Why the table got changed? Because it is giving me space of that much. Got it? It is lifting that much of space between it. So instead of this, what we will do, we will create, I will show a simple one. Table borders, colors, I will select that border only. Color same, purple. This is shadow, yellow, and instead of this, let it be only this much, and OK. See, font of the border change, correct. Style of the border got changed, color also changed. This yellow is shadow, and here is a text between our border. See, if the size of our text will go increasing, cell as much data, it will means the cells get fit according to the data inside the cell. If there is no data, the size will be small. If there is more data, the size of the cell got increases. Understood? Now let's see how we can change the background of a cell. But for background of a cell, there is a twist. If you need to change the background of whole table, you need to select all table. If you need to select only one cell to change the background, you can select that also. I will show you. First I am selecting only one single cell. Table properties, but no now borders will go in background color. Correct? See here are the options. Color, which type of color? First we will see color. See, for example, if I want to give this yellow color, I will press on this. Here is a preview. You can see. Done. Color got changed. For example, I want to select or enter column, then I will select a column. Table properties, color. Now I will do graphics. Let it be graphics is not in your textbook, so we will go with only table only. And from means a cell you want for table row, for whom, for a cell or a row or table, you can select here. I will select cells only. Correct? And now this color. Done. Now if I want to select all table, I will select Ctrl plus A. What? Ctrl plus A. It will select all properties, and for example this faint color, pale yellow. Right? See, color got changed. From like this we can change background of entire table, selected columns, rows, cells, anyone. Correct? Understood? Now one more thing I remember to tell you, many of you will struggle while selecting the cells. Correct? Right click the cell and then drag the mouse. Some of may get it difficult. So best way, press the shift key. Which key? Shift key, which is below caps lock key and above control key. Press the shift key, means hold it, not just single tab it. Hold the key and then use the arrow keys to use. See, upside, downside, right side, upside, downside. Like this you can select the cells with the help of shift key also. Again I will tell you shift key and then arrow keys. Now see, I will use left key. See, left key. Now I will use up one arrow. See, up one arrow, again left key. Like this I can select cells. Understood? Now what we learn today? Today we learn about how we can apply borders and how we can apply background color to a cell, column, a row or an entire table. Understood? If anyone have any query, pin down in comment. I will help you with that. Once again, thank you everyone. Have a wonderful day ahead. Welcome back students. Today we are going to see how we can change column height and row width. Correct? So first let's create a table. Now today we will see here, for example, a roll number. Correct? In next term, name. Here subject. Last one, marks. Right? Done. Roll number 1, for example, Sham. Subject, math. Math. Marks, let's assume 70. Roll number 2, or to shoe. Let's try. Then subject, science. Marks 72. Next, roll number 3, Deepak. Right? Subject, history, and marks is good in history, 89. Done. Here we can see here I had created table and inserted data also, but here you can see a difference. This much space is getting waste, correct, after number, after name also. And if I want to adjust the space, how I can adjust? There are several ways. First we will see with the help of mouse. If for example I want to bring this here, see everyone how we can do. You can see my mouse cursor is I type, correct, but when I hover here, correct, it is getting changed. It is to select the column, correct, like this, to select columns. This one is, but we don't want this. So if I go not here but here in column, see I got change, correct, see here I got change. Now I will press right click of my mouse and from here I can drag this. See, if I drag this, the column is getting bigger in size, correct. See here, if I drag here it will get smaller. Means from here we can adjust the table column, correct, width of a column. I can increase the width of a column, I can decrease the width of the column, correct. And second means this is width of a column, and if I want to change the height of a row, then what I will do, I will select on row 1, correct. See here, change, correct, height of a row got change, correct. Like this we can change height of a row. This was traditionally with the help of mouse, but not with the help of mouse. If I want to do auto, then I will select. Now no need to select on, see, table, and then auto format is there, then auto fit is there. First we will see auto fit. See here, column width means it will select width of a column. See which column we want, means it we can select individual column. For example, first column, what is the width of first column is 6.19 centimeter. Let's we will turn this into 6 into 2. Now 2.19 centimeter. To apply, press OK. Now see, this will get shortened. See what? Now here we can see what is the length of the width. See 2.9. It has, if I want to increase, I can type here 3.9. It will increase. See, understood? From here we can control the width, and if I want to control the row height, see here, row height, selected row, and from here I can select, see, for example 2.49, correct, it will get increase. See what increase? If I want to increase, same, I will take now less than 1, 7.9, correct. What? Like this we can increase. Now second one thing is auto fit and optimal column width, means it will optimize the column width. See here, you can see this much space is getting waste, here also same, here also same, here also same. It will delete that space, means it will shrink our table that much only. Whatever data is written, means whatever size it requires. See, optimize column width. What for the first one? Now for second one, same, column C. What shorten? Now third one, optimum, column width. Understood? Like this we can do. And now you will go with the row. Right? Row. Same. Table, out of it, optimal column height means it will occupy only that much height. Correct? Now see, here I will place like this. Means this much is necessary space. Correct? This much is invalid, so I will select table, sorry, my mistake, why it's not a showing table, what's wrong? Optimal row height C means this much height it requires, right? Definitely. But if there is not this triple H, then it will be come to that only, till name only. See, table, auto fit. What's happening? Let it be. You got the point. Table, auto fit, and row height, right? From here you can customize that row column width and row height also, right? Understood? That's all for today. Once again I will show you, but we cannot do for the, here see, we can do for the last one, but we cannot do for the first one. First one is to select the columns only, and this downside, from here we can select multiple, change the column width and row height of a table. Understood? That's all for today. If anyone have any query, comment down in chats. I will solve that. Thank you once again. Have a wonderful day ahead. Welcome back, students. Today we are going to see about page properties. Means basically what are the properties of a page. First we will see header and footer. Basically what is meant by a header and footer. As you know, as its name is there, header means head, correct? So whatever is at the head position of a page, like for example our body, where is our head? At the top. Same, whatever is at the top of a page, for example heading, date, in your notebook there is a column of date, page number, correct? That is called as header. In newspapers, for example, the name of a newspaper, for example Sakar, Lokmat, Times in India, these are where at the top of the page, that are called as header. And as the name is footer, footer means at the bottom part of a page is called as footer. How we can on that, how we can access that, now let's see. First go to format. Here you see page option, click on the page option. When you will click on the page option, you will see different type of options. First we will see about header. This is the header option. If you want to add the header to your page, you need to click on this button, and this is a preview one. From here you can preview. See now, if I click on header, see, header had been added to our page. See, same content left and right. If you want to give margin to the right or left side, from here you can give. For example, see, here I am giving margin to the left. See here, short margin had been given to left, correct? If you are not aware, I will convert into 4. See, converted. Now see, 8 converted. This is margin from left side. But if I want to give margin from the right side, then I will say from right side. Understood? Like this you can select, and this is spacing for dynamic, and this is height, which should be auto only, means height of the margin. See, from here it will get changed. See, understood? This is the height of a margin. In this way you can create header and header. Then I will click OK. See, header got installed. How you will find it is header or not? See, this is on what? Default. Now if I click here, it will convert into header. See, header, means I am in the header. This is our header. Now let's add footer also. First I will small this screen so you can see header and footer on the same page, correct? This is header, this is page. Do you see any footer? No. Now we will add footer. Format, page, then we will go on footer. By default it is off, means it is not present there. When I will click, it will appear. See, appear, and if you want to change the setting, you can change. Okay, you can see now footer had been appeared. See, by default it is default, and when I will click here, see, footer, means this is footer, this is header. Now second thing, what we can add in that, we will go in insert. Here you see header, correct, and footer by default. But if you want to add any fields, see here field, but where is my mouse? There. I click on header, then insert and field. Which field I want to? For example, page number. See, page number 1, correct. If I add another page, it will add page number 2, like that. Insert another field, for example, title. I want to add title, but I had selected here, so it is giving me here. But from there you can, for example, best, I will click on footer, insert field, and what field I will use? For example, author name is at bottom, correct. The name of a book, for example, Rohit. Then this will be the author. See, if I click here, it is showing me what? Footer. Like this you can add. If there are n number of pages, you can add like this, page number, date, author, like this, header and footer. Now a twist, how we can close it, means if I want to delete, how I can delete that? Simple way, format, page, go in the footer and click on this footer. See, remove footer, header or footer, delete the content, means whatever you had written in the footer, it will got deleted. See, for example, I had written Rohit in the footer. After clicking on yes, it will get deleted. Okay, but if you also want to click OK, then and then only these functions will be applied. Okay, now see, okay, gone. Header and footer also deleted. Like this we can do. Done with header and footer. Now we will see what? We will see columns. Sorry, we will see page orientation. There are two types of page orientation. Page orientation means what? Page orientation means orientation of a page. There are two types of orientation. How we can see? Format, here you see page, select on page and go in page, right? See, by default the printing page is selected as A4, which we select. Basically our all the papers are in A4 size. What is the width of that? 21 centimeter, and what is the height? 29 centimeter. Width means what? This one. This is called width and this is height. Understood? And all these papers are called as what? Portrait. Which one? Portrait one. Basic difference. When width is small and height is greater, it is called as portrait, and when width is greater than the height, it is called as landscape. For example, see here, vice versa will happen. See, then 29 width and height is 21 cm. Here you can see period. Now see again, portrait, landscape. Got it? The width is greater than height, right? It is called portrait. Best example, all our notebook, textbook, workbook are in which form? In portrait form. But our drawing book is in which form? Landscape form, correct? Another second one example, when there are less columns and great number of rows are greater, then we use portrait form. But when columns are greater and rows are less, then we use landscape form. Again one more example, all of you had been using camera, correct? But when you want to click basically someone's image, one or two person, then what we use? We use portrait, correct? But if I want to take a group of men's photo, for example 10 to 20 people's photo, then what I do? I switch to landscape mode, correct? Basic difference is In landscape, width is greater than height, and in portrait, height is greater than width. Understood? This is called as portrait and landscape. Is there any doubt in header, footer, portrait or landscape? Please comment down your issue. I will resolve you. Thank you everyone. Have a wonderful day ahead. Welcome back students. Today we are going to see columns. Column formatting in a page. What do you mean by column formatting? As its name given, we are going to format the columns. For example, everyone has seen newspapers. Newspaper come in, for example, three types, correct? First one is their information. In second column there are images. And basically in third column there are few advertisement, correct? For example, I will show you. See, this is a page, correct? How we can apply to that? Go in format, correct? Format, then page, correct? When you go on page, here you see the option as columns, correct? See here, this is a preview. By default they have given 5 types of column. By default our column is one column, correct? But if you want to convert our page or divide our page into 2 columns, then we will select 2 columns in equal size, means it will divide equally, correct? Here you can see it is divided 50-50% like that. And third option is divide 3 columns with equally. Now see, 3 columns equally. Here you can see the diameters of that. See, first column, all page size here 8.5 centimeter, 8.50 centimeter. Now if I selected on C, 5.63, 5.63 like that. Now fourth one is 2 column with different size, means left one is greater and right one is smaller. Here you can see, from here you can change that if you want. For example, instead of 11 I want 10. I don't want 11, I want 10. See, got it got shrunken, correct? 10. Like this you can change. And this one is right side is greater than left side, correct? By default these are options, but if you want to increase the number of column, you can from here. See, like this it is getting increased. But you will have a question, you have only 3 columns here. Now how could I enter the 5th column? Here you see arrow this. From here you will convert like this. Go back and front. See, when there are 3, the arrows got optimized, but when you click on 4, the arrows are visible, and then you can edit from here. Understood? You can select n numbers of columns from this, and if you click on auto width, it will give the automatic width, means whatever the content inside that width, only that much width it will occupy. Understood? This is all about columns. Now we will see about page preview and print, last topics of these chapters. How we can page preview? So see, everyone see here, we will go in file, correct? And at the bottom here you see this page preview option, a page with a, what we can say, this magnifier, correct? A page with a magnifier, it is called as page preview. What basically page preview means? See, if I click on it, page preview will open. For example, what is basically page preview means? If I print this page, then how the print will appear? It is called as page preview, means future tense of that page. If there is a document I type, but I want to see how it will appear on the page, margins, borders, like that, so I will use page preview. How I can close the page preview? With the help of escape key. Which key? Escape key. Here you can see came, then I will press now escape key, the back. Second option is also there, page preview, and here you can see close preview. If you click here, then also it will close. How we can open? File and page preview. But there is second option also, shortcut key. Here you see this option, page preview. If you click on this also, page preview option will appear. Understood? From here you can zoom in, zoom out, right? Now last option, how we can print, right? So for print, file, and below page preview there is print option, correct? And here it is a shortcut key also. Shortcut key for print is Ctrl plus P. You can directly click on file and then print, otherwise Ctrl plus P. Understood? Now here are basic two options you need to pay attention for that. First one is copies and range, in which this range option is there, and this second option is copies option. How we can apply for copies? For example, if there is a PDF which is having 10 pages and I want to print all the 10 pages, so I will click on all pages, then all the 10 pages will be printed, correct? And second option is pages. If I want to select only one number of pages, I don't want all the pages from the document, I want specific pages. If I want only one page, I will put 1. If I want only 5 number page, I will put here 5. Then it will print only 5 number of pages. Why it is showing no pages? Because there are not that much of pages, that's why. Understood? And second thing, if I want to print from 5 to 10, then I will write 5-10 like this. Then pages from 5 to 10 will be all printed, alright? And if I want to print, for example, only limited pages, then I will use comma, 5, 7, and 9. If I want only these 3 pages, then I will use comma. Understood? And this is number of copies, means how many number of copies you want. If I want a single copy, then I will single. If I want multiple, then I can click from here. If I want n number of copies, for example 25 copies, I will write 25. Then 25 copies will appear of how many pages? These 3 pages. If I want 5 to 9, then what I will do? 5-9 means from 5 to 9 all pages will be printed. Understood? And I will click on print. Understood? Is there any query? If you have any query, please comment down in chats. I will resolve your query. Once again, thank you class. Have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you.